I guess it's been a long time since I last uploaded a video, and for today's video I'm doing something very different from normal. I'm going to do a playthrough. So I've beaten Tropico 4 before, but to give you an idea, it's a city builder. I guess if you want to get really simple, it's similar to things like SimCity, but it's got a little bit of a twist in the way it's made. So I'm going to go through the entire campaign. There's 20 missions. I've already beaten all of them. Some of them, they vary in difficulty, so the first few are pretty easy because they're introductory, and as you go through they get more and more difficult. Some of them have taken multiple tries, but I've beaten all of them. Not in the best way, I don't have like the best rating on all the missions, but I have beaten them all, so I know what to expect. The first thing I need to go over.
What a hellhole! But at least it's my hellhole. St. Clara is the typical Caribbean island. Beautiful on the outside, poverty-stricken on the inside. People live in shacks and have hardly anything to eat. Healthcare and education are non-existent, and unemployment is through the roof. Someday, I will turn Tropico into a true world power. First things first, improving the situation on St. Clara will secure local support and establish the foundation for my plans.
So the first thing it does is it gives you the outline for the mission. And it gives you some stuff on the mission, like details. And you can run and play. So there are a variety of people you can play. They all have their different backgrounds, rise to power, and trades. But I have my own avatar using. You'll notice big names in here like Fidel Castro, Che Guevara, Juan Perón, Augusto Pinochet, Manuel Noriega, Eva Perón, people like that. You know, people who are big figures in history. And yeah, some other people who aren't big figures in history, but they're there. But I have my own avatar. You got gender, costume. Complexion, hat, important, hairstyle, your accessories, your beard, mustache. All very important things for any good president there. And then finally we got the meat and potatoes. So there's a variety of different backgrounds. They give bonuses and they give drawbacks to balance them out. So the background I went with is Booze Baron because this increase in prices cannot be underestimated. No. It is so good. Not be underestimated. Wrong word. It's very underestimated. It's a very good bonus. And yeah, sure, you lose a little bit of religious faction respect, but it's worth it. It's well worth the increase in prices. Doubling prices on an industrial good like rum and spice rum is so worth it. It doesn't even matter. I'd use self-made man, but this isn't the same. This is so much better. The rise to power I would elect as capitalist. The bonuses are too good. High democratic expectations, that's okay. You get lots of respect from the capitalists, you get US relations right off the bat, more liberty and more production. This production is what I need. There's some other backgrounds too. You can't do some of them. You can't do like you can't do elected for family values because I have Booze Baron. So those obviously would be incompatible. This one's for like tourism builds. Let's see what else. But all of these are different. So there you go. Those are some of the different backgrounds. I'm going to stick with elected capitalist because I like this. And you have some trades. So you can build 3 trades. As you see, trades level up as you play them. So like this is the max of the administrative trade. It makes buildings cheaper. Another trade I'm running is Cheapskate. Cheapskate reduces minimum salary to 25, but the building cost goes down, and you get more respect from it, or less respect from the commoners. The building cost is big, because I'm going for lower building costs, so at -7 here, another -15 here, and I get more commodity prices because of entrepreneurial. And then you notice that background once again for instance picking this, but no one cares about this background anyways, it's god awful. Alright, so that's good. So that we're ready to go.
Look at the water. Look at the beaches. Look at the palm trees. This is my home.
I'm gonna skip that because it glitched.
Greetings, my friend. Are you settling well on your new island?
Alright, so St. Clair is in a terrible state. You should focus on making that place a little more habitable. Focus on making the people happy and content. Here's my cheat sheet. It will help you set up the basics on your island. Use it wisely.
Welcome, Presidente. It is me, Penultimo, your most trustworthy advisor.
So I have to ask you, Presidente, why are we here? This place is a total dump. There's not even a place to provide food for the locals. You should remedy that if you insist on staying here. Then it gets the objective, build at least 2 farms. So, I'm gonna pause real quick. Let's get over to the island. Here it is. So, this is our little quaint city. We have 50 people. We have 51% contentness or happiness. We have the date, and we have how much money is in the treasury. And up top, we have even more options. So, in the tutorial, they would cover this, but I'm going to go over it very briefly because I'm assuming probably have already played the tutorial at this point. So let's start from now on.
Are you a rebel?
You can select your avatar. Now, this doesn't seem like a very useful feature, but having your avatar at places leads to bonuses. Like if you go to a construction site, they'll build the site quicker because you're there. So this kind of micromanagement helps a little bit. Then you have edicts. There are a whole different bunch of edicts. Like there are different ones that will definitely be employing throughout the game. Like development aid from the USSR is a very good one.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling.
Literacy program is key. Sensitivity training is awesome. I clicked on something again. You can go free housing by the time I'm done because it gets more capitalist respect, which means that the USSR likes me more, which means that I can get USSR development aid. There's some other social security info for people. National Day maybe. Nuclear testing if you're really in a bind for cash. But the environmentalists will not be happy with you forever. Then there's some other edicts, but overall. You have overlays. There's 6 different overlays. I rarely use these. These 3. I rarely use these, but they're there. The big ones I use are crop conditions, which allow me to know what can I grow here. So you can see we can grow corn down there, corn up here, corn everywhere, because corn is basically a weed. But the big ones you'll be looking for are tobacco, where you can grow tobacco, so you got lots of tobacco areas. And then the one I'm always looking for is sugar. Where can you grow sugar? And I'm noticing that there's a huge sugar area over here, along with one over here. So although the sugar isn't particularly rich on this island, there are tons of places I can grow sugar over here, and over here. So I need to make sure not to plant my corn where my sugar's supposed to go. Because I don't want corn farms where I want sugar. That's bad. That means I'm losing money. I'm losing money. Natural resources. So every island comes with some different resources. So we have some metals. Got an iron deposit there, iron deposit there, gold deposit there, another iron, bauxite, and another iron. At least I think it's bauxite. It could be salt. Yeah, it's bauxite. And we have some salt deposits. Fortunately, this island also has black gold, a few oil deposits in the ocean. Level 5. Fishing is pretty lackluster. Gets a little better over here. By and large, fishing is lackluster on this island. If you want to make fishing, you put it over here because this huge ring, huge area. You need to connect it to this part of the island. That'd be a very long time. Logging potential, very good over here, obviously based on the trees, and then pastures for ranch animals. Alright, one more overlay. Island conditions. This is basically for pollution. You want to see what your pollution is right now. And you want to see predicted pollution. It'll tell you what's supposed to happen as time passes on. Notice it's very bigger on the shacks, because shacks put all the pollution. Orange you about tsunamis. Where will tsunamis hit if they hit the island? So you notice that this whole area is red. So if the tsunami were to hit, it hit this right here. Alright. And then you have a few other ones like people, services, and economy. Alright. Next one. The almanac is huge. I use this thing all the time. It tells you overall happiness, the breakdown of happiness. So, like, what's the worst category right now? It's healthcare and religion. It tells you the breakdown of people, the income disparity. You can see what's the dominant faction on the island. So right now there's none. You can see who's upset, who's happy, and then you can see like how do different nations feel about you. And then there's a ton of lists. The almanac is very useful. I'll probably use it a lot for economy because I want to see like what's my top export. Alright, now that I've covered everything, I can finally actually start. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get a couple farms up here. But I only have $10,000 to work with here, so it's probably better to establish a basic economy first. Kinda wanna mix. So farms only cost about $1,100. You very quickly get a farm going. I'm gonna put my farm up here because it's away from where I want my sugar. I don't wanna have a farm over where I'm gonna be growing sugar. I want a special farm just so. Set this up with sugar. I'll put this one. Oh, new option added is Tropico 4. It's quick build. Quick build basically allows you to instantly build a building, but you have to pay the full cost of building it again. So it's a nice option, but it definitely will hit you in the wall if you don't have a lot of money, so you want to be careful how you use it. You want to use it sparingly early game. And I'll set up one mine over here, because there's just we can put on. Now, another huge part of this game is constructing infrastructure like roads. You need roads that connect to each other to make anything work in this game. Alright, so there we go. I just didn't want it to be off center. So I'm gonna instant build this mine because I need the income quickly. I'm already down to half my cash. And to make matters worse, I don't have any garages connecting like this farm to the main farm. So anyone, I'll explain what garages are better until later. I'll set out a quick build, and now we'll advance time at 3 times time because things take a while. So you'll notice the mine instantly gets built. And the workers are looking at everything. I already have a form of income, so I want them to go to the corn farm first so people don't die for starvation. That'd be bad. There's an edict I could use. Where is it? I think it's in. I guess it'd be an interior. Never can find the things I want. Yeah, humanitarian aid. You can bring in an aid support camp for 5 years. They'll provide healthcare and food. If things are really bad, you can use humanitarian aid, but you need to have low food and healthcare satisfaction. And right now it's not low enough. When people start dying, it will be. So I can bring in an AIDS camp to help. The only problem is it makes the nationalists a little mad because they're like, why can't we do it on our own? But you know, you can't do everything the way you want.
Are you a rebel?
So, next thing is garages. Garages are very important. Some buildings have built-in garages like this mine. People can drive to the mine to work, but there's a problem. People can't drive away from the mine using the mine's garage.
Well done, Presidente. The farms are ready and will soon begin growing food for your citizens.
I skipped that.
Presidente, my name is Antonio Lopez, and I lobby on behalf of the capitalist faction.
Alright. So, I just got a mission to export tobacco. Good news is this island's very good at exporting tobacco. Bad news is I don't have any cash to build another farm to make tobacco. So people are just going to have to stick it out for now. Now what I did wasn't quite right. I have one farm for corn and one farm for
Presidente,
tobacco.
I am Reverend Esteban, and I speak for the faithful citizens of this island.
So you get $10,000 to go and build a church. Why not? So you want to build a church, and then you need to hire high school workers to actually staff it. So that's going to be a $6,500 expenditure, but it'll make the religious happy, and it'll get them off my back for a little bit, which is what I need to do right now. You can see the sugar farm's already starting to go, and I'll need to build another farm for tobacco to satisfy that primary mission. If that was a secondary mission, I wouldn't do it, because I don't have any tobacco farms. I'm not structured to do that. I'm structured to make sugar. That's what I'm building. So tobacco farms are not in line with that ideology. But it's a mission objective, so I just gotta go with it. I'm trying to find a good place to put this, because I want it to... And then I have to actually connect it by road to the main part of the city. Now, I'll probably start building garages pretty soon. Sorry, I clicked out of the game. I'll probably start building garages very soon. Because garages will connect things like this farm to the main city, and that's good.
What is it now?
Presidente on the way. I'll probably build a garage over here so people don't have to walk from there to that garage because it's a long distance, it's halfway to the docks. I'll probably build one like right here. I'll almost certainly build a garage here so people can get corn down to... Our teamsters can get corn to the P4, people can get their corn without having to walk across the city because it's a very big production bay.
Violence broke out in Tropico as the army tried to remove Reverend Esteban from the pub and get him to start the first service in the new church. Several soldiers are missing, presumed drunk. The Reverend had this to say.
Give me another one, and make it a big one.
So, I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna quick build that. Because people are already on the farm. And this garage will allow people to go from the tobacco farm to the garage and straight down to the docks. It'll also allow people to get here because you need...
I'm not feeling well, Presidente. There's some kind of a bug going around the island.
Anyways, back on topic. People need 2 garages. People need one garage near the residential area, over here, to get to their work. And people need another garage to take their stuff from their work to the docks or to get back to the residential area. So you need 2 garages to make stuff work in this game.
How's it hanging, Presidente? Now that you have your very own island?
How about it?
You get a little bet to do some fishing, which kind of fishing's god awful on this island, but you know, it'll build more food, which means people won't starve to death, and that's good. So I'll take this challenge. Now what I just noticed is there's no garage in the docks, which is bad. Bad news. There should always be a garage in the docks. Alright, I'm gonna get a tenement up so people stop having to live on the streets, because that's bad. Or in shacks, rather. Alright, what else haven't I addressed yet? Alright, every 12 months you get financial aid from the big powerhouse nations, the US and the USSR. They'll provide you with financial aid, depending on how warm your relations are with them. That financial aid will be larger or smaller. Also, every 3 to 4 months, you have a freighter come in, bring in immigrants, bring in foreign experts, and take exports away for money.
Presidente, we need doctors to improve.
So I've had 2 prompts now for a doctor, so I'm gonna go ahead and build a clinic. If I can ever find it, there it is. I'll call in 1 college graduate to start. And I'll prioritize it over the fisherman's work because I think it's more important to get doctors and improve healthcare than to get fish for export purposes. Because I have a decent amount of exports already. I really don't need to get more of them. But I do need people not to die. Also, I'm going to build another farm for sugar because sugar farming is the way of life. And it will get built eventually. I also should build a garage over here, but I'm a little strapped for cash right now, so I'm going to hold back because this is a pretty manageable distance at least. And sugar isn't a big part of my economy yet. Once sugar becomes a big part of my economy and I start needing sugar for everything, like to make rum down here at the docks, which is where I make rum, then I will have to build a garage. But for now, not a huge deal.
Peace and love, dear Presidente. Please accept this flower wreath as a gift.
That's just something that basically tells us the environmentalists aren't happy right now, dude. But I mean, I don't have time for environmentalists. I'm trying to build industry. I'll address their concerns later. I'm gonna quick build that because garages are kind of. I'm trying to figure out what they're building. Oh, they built a tenement. Alright, one thing I always do is free housing. Free housing makes people a little happier, means they have more money to spend on entertainment, stuff like that. So yeah. Didn't I hire 4 doctors? Where the hell did one go? Or 4 priests? Where the hell did one go? I even satisfied the mission conditions down here. So one thing you really want to get on pretty quick here is something called a ministry. Now, this is different from Tropico Free. And ministries allow you to get all kinds of edicts. So like, for example, in a ministry you'll have a minister of foreign affairs. That'll allow you to get development aid, which is what I want right now because tenements and apartments are expensive. And I'd much rather be doing it at half price. That means $1,500 for a tenement and like $2,000 for an apartment. That's much cheaper, much more manageable. But the mission or the game right now is restricting me from doing that because it's for a campaign. So I have to work without it. There's starvation killing 2 people. With fishing, we should be fine. But I have a little extra, which will allow me to eventually export the fish for that mission. Satisfy the mission condition. Oh shit. I didn't pay attention to my finances, I wouldn't do that. That'll make my foreign relations go down a little bit, but worse things have happened, I guess. There we go. I got my Swiss bank account bonus though for the health or for the doctors. Healthcare's on the rise too, and I've exported good tobacco. Up here. Now you'll see, I'll probably incorporate this tobacco into my industry because the game forced me to do it. But before I do any industry, I need to get a high school. That's a loyalist thing. advertise that highly. See, this just went down, and now people will start to go in it at some point because there's shacks here. People are starting to move out of shacks and into the tenement. Tenement's not good, but they're better than shacks. Basically, is what we're saying. Just curious. I'm probably not gonna build it right now. Oh, it's just still good for sugar over here. Okay, I'll probably build one more sugar farm and have my row of sugar farms here and have a garage here and a garage here. Workers from these two will go to that garage, and workers from this third one will go to this garage. Also, workers from the mine will go to that garage, which will increase productivity and everything will go on the docks.
El Presidente, I am Senator Nick Richards, and I represent the American people of the great state of Nebraska. I'm not a crook.
This is the American fellow that you'll talk to. Basically, he says make a ministry and get ministers. And I'm glad he said it because the game wasn't letting me do it. So I'm glad I can finally go ahead and do it now. And this is just the way I configure my stuff, but I have almost all of my government buildings down near the docks, but not immediately in the vicinity of the docks. I don't want to do that. Now, the reason I do this is because I want my industry buildings right in the very near vicinity of the docks. Because anything produced from the industry has to go to the docks. So if the buildings are right here, the guy will just cart it onto the docks. But if the building's like way off over here or something, he has to get in a garage and drive to the docks, and that's time burned. So that's why my industry buildings are always really close to the docks. But in this case, I'm going to put the ministry a little further away because I don't have a ton of room to the shore a little bit. Seeing if I have anyone who qualifies for doing that.
What is it now?
Ambassador Crane, our listeners are probably dying to know the answer to my next question. What is your favorite animal?
Well, Ms. Flowers, when I first came to your island, I was struck by the beauty of one of your magnificent creatures, the llama. It reminds me of my mother.
Oh,
Whoa.
llamas.
$3?
I don't like llamas. They are rude and spit at you.
Just like my mama.
So sometimes I overextend. This is what I'm guilty of.
Presidente, the population of St. Clara has been increasing steadily. It's time to consider building more food producers.
So basically the game says, you know, make another corn farm so people can start to that. Whatever, I'll put it all. And you'll notice as I build more and more industry, I begin to quick build more and more things, because it's just not worth the time and of people going there. Like, the money I save from quick building it is worth the money I lose from quick building it, if that makes sense. Basically waiting now. My garage has no workers. Yeah, this will happen. I'm over-expanding for my population expansion, so I don't have enough workers to satisfy all the jobs I've created. But this problem will resolve itself as the nation grows. I'm gonna probably have to hire a Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Comrade, food for the masses is essential, and our supplies are in shortage.
I don't even know what he's talking about, because I have 2 corn farms and a fisherman's wharf for 79 people. That is more than sufficient.
Excellent work, Presidente. Thanks to our tobacco experts, we now have a steady revenue stream.
Now, he says build more basic industries, but he's wrong. What you should build is industry. I'm gonna get a Minister of Education.
Serious fracas in front of the ministry building. According to early reports, a fight has started between the minister wannabes.
Judging by the number of applications we received, this means that Tropico is officially in a state of civil war.
What else? Okay, there's some basic edicts I can start to put into force now. So social food for the people. You want to make sure you have sufficient food before you do that, and I only have 2 corn farms and a fisherman's wharf, which means that if I want food for the people, I would probably be a little short on food. So I'm gonna probably have to develop another farm or fisherman's wharf somewhere. Which is okay, because I have tons of places to make them, and I have tons of cash to do it right now. Probably just go over here and build another corn farm. Now I can go through the people in wars now because they're not just dying left and right. Alright, what else do I do? Everything's rolling along pretty well right now. I'm really not pressured to do anything right now.
Presidente, I see that your council of ministers...
So you get these nice little, stimulus packages, if you will. And now because of this, I can... There we go. So you notice I can actually build apartment blocks for cheaper than the old tenements. And while they only house half the people, the housing quality improvement is so good, it's more than worth it. Alright, industry. This is where it's good to get going. It's time to get a rum distillery going, and it's time to get my industry on its wheels.
I see you've made progress in your little island.
That's I've already completed because I've been doing the job to keep people happy.
Malicious journalists are spreading lies about St. Clara in the foreign press, Presidente.
So I get a little objective that I was already...
Are you a rebel?
Which is... That's part of the key of playing this campaign, is to get objectives that you're going to do anyway.
¿Qué? ¿Excelencia?
Notice I did a little wage increase there. That keeps people happy. Now I have a rum distillery, and I just need people to go work in it. So it's going to take a little bit. I need people to go to high school, get high school educations, and then go to my rum distillery. The good news is it should happen a lot faster because I've enacted the literacy program. Very cheap edict that makes it so people get education and experience faster. So eventually I'll start to have workers in my rum distillery, and I'm gonna, hire one real quick, or two real quick, just so I have someone there, but...
Look around, Presidente.
It'll grow.
The good, God-fearing U.S. citizens like your
accept that because I'm exporting tobacco as it is. Which means that I'll export to the U.S. just fine. There we go. Now I have a few workers in here. Now I have a whole... I should have a whole slew of workers over there, but I don't. So I'm going to amend that problem. Immigration office is a great way to amend problems like that. So I'm gonna go open doors. Open doors will mean that I'll get more workers in here, period. Not more high school workers, more workers, period. And then those workers will go to school and get educated as high school workers and go into my factory and make rum for me because I want rum. Because rum sells for a lot of money. Actually, I'm going to create spice rum instead of regular rum. And you can see already, I have 68 units of rum at the dock, and it's got about $6,000 worth. So rum is very valuable.
What is it now?
So I'm gonna go into debt a little bit because I had to spend $15,000 to get spiced rum, but the amount of money spiced rum will make makes it worth it. Also, I should have workers there pretty soon. I rushed into industry a little quickly because I was kind of tired of not making any money. Alright, I got some more immigrants.
I see you've run out of money, amigo.
Sometimes the game will bail you out because they feel nice. And then I just got money from exports, and I'm at 20,000 again.
Presidente, please accept my congratulations on the good work you have done on St. Clara.
Embezzle some of the money, or embezzle all the money. So I haven't really explained the Swiss bank account yet. Here's what the Swiss bank account does. Essentially, the Swiss bank account's like a scoring system. The more money you have in the Swiss bank account, the higher your score. But it's not necessary. I don't even really bother the Swiss bank account because I'm more concerned about actually running the island. So I'm going to take all the money to the treasury because I really don't bother with the Swiss bank account. Alright, you can see that we already have more workers, or more high school workers at the rum distillery, which is good. Now there's another enhancement called...
El Diablo does not agree with your immigration policy, Presidente.
So that's a notification that the nationalists aren't happy with open doors immigration, but I had to do it. I just didn't have enough workers. Now what I'm going to do is get a wind turbine. I want the wind turbine to produce 50 milliwatts. Or megawatts, whichever one it is. I think it's probably megawatts, so megawatts is really small. I'm gonna quick build it, because never mind, I'm gonna build it.
Sir.
So a tornado just hit the island. This happens.
If you see a flying cow go past your window, you may not be as drunk as you think. A twister is carving a path of destruction through our
Now, tornadoes suck.
livestock, cars, and even small buildings.
The stuff they hit will have the
Truly, the destructive power of Mother Nature can humble any of us.
Except El Presidente, who humbles Mother Nature instead.
As long as it doesn't hit my rum distillery, worse things can happen. The other bad thing that I could do is it could hit my farm, which is a fine. The reason this is bad is because farms, when they're hit, will have to replant all of their crops. And as you see, it's hitting my farm. We'll have to redo that. I can't destroy the palace, but it caused a fuck ton of damage.
The tornado retreated, Presidente. Let's take a look at our island.
So you can rebuild everything. I'm gonna rebuild that instantly. I'm gonna rebuild that instantly. I'm gonna rebuild that instantly.
The world is in danger. Only.
Obviously, I need more farms because I'm just not producing enough food right now to keep everyone from starving to death. Which is pretty bad. Starving to death makes me look bad. that'll put a major dent in my economy because of the fact that the farms have to restart. And that electric substation, what it does, it expands the range of the windmill down to here. Which means that now I can build the building thermal efficiency, which means that the farm store is more productive. The only problem is because the sugar farm was destroyed, it's going to have a much lower production of sugar until the sugar farm recovers. So I might actually have to allow imports. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Allowing imports means that you'll get the raw materials and you'll produce the end product. I'm going to do this because I just don't have enough sugar now because my farm is destroyed. And besides, when I have full staff workers, I probably won't have enough sugar regardless. So I might as well import something. If you look at the docks, I imagine we have a lot of money.
Presidente, there has been a huge...
Yeah.
Hello, chap. Our people have become very partial to your goods.
I would take it, but they have nothing that I want. Or they want nothing that I have, rather. One more. And then I'll build my garage over here. There we go, 27 new immigrants.
Some Colombian barons.
So you'll notice as your island grows in size that housing becomes more and more difficult. So you want to corner this problem before it becomes one by creating a housing block. Now basically a housing block, what it entails, oh I gotta turn it down to 0, is that you have a garage, and then you have a whole bunch of houses. So people can, wow, that export. People can go from their houses to the garage and then to their workplace. You also want to have the entertainment pretty close to your housing area. Alright, I gotta build a horticulture station. That's part of my obligation. Academy of Science is good because it has a few bonuses. You have the it says you have the clone double. I don't know what that actually does. I've never had to use it. I'm assuming if you get killed like fighting off a rebel attack, then you won't lose. Let's bring in a couple college graduates.
Terrible news, Presidente. One of your citizens is openly criticizing
I can't do that because I don't have a prison, so I can't arrest people in person. So to succeed on that mission objective, I'd have to actually go
I want to
prison.
say something about the new cabaret on the island.
Miss Pineapple, I assure you, it was built for educational purposes only.
I just wanted people to know that my show starts at 8. And you will address me as Mistress Pineapple Penultimo.
Alright, now that I have that, I'm gonna see what the GMC option actually is, because I don't know. I wonder if it won't be helpful. We'll grow twice as much corn. Oh, that's extremely useful, actually. Now, you'll see I'm starting to get more and more college graduates, which means I'll probably want a college at some point here. So my rum distillery is now at full production. And with my corn starting to grow in, my economy is only on the upswing from here. See, I think I just exported like $80,000 or something ridiculous like that. So yeah, I'm pretty much swimming in the cash now because of how Produce Baron works. You never can be far enough ahead of the, you never be far enough ahead. So I'm gonna build a cigar factory to make cigars for my tobacco that I'm growing.
We have just received information that Tropico has been classified as filthy rich in the annual economic charts. I'm basically doing this to finish up the export fish challenge because apparently I can't seem to export any of it because I'm using all the people. So yeah. It's a good idea to invest some of your money into public works like that. Let's make houses and stuff. It keeps you ahead of the game on housing, and obviously homeless people are not good for the appearance of the country. So yeah. Wow, look at that corn yield increase. I wonder if that won't reach down there. If it will. Aha! It reached the substation. This acted as a
Green
provider.
power is here. A new turbine has been built on the island. By popular demand, it rotates against the wind.
But isn't that a huge fan then?
No, that's enemy propaganda.
Our windmills rotate against the winds. Beautiful.
Venerable leader, some mighty Chinese dragon has a request.
Sir, let's show those...
Tú me pediste que toque una rumba, como una rumba mamá. Para bailar no hay igual.
So entertainment quality is still not high enough, so I'm just gonna start rushing.
We need proper help.
Once the college gets built, everything whatever, I take care of that. Is this making... That was making corn for a second. That's gonna be really sad. So, that's 4 new corn experts for this college, 10 other immigrants, and they have to bunch of... I'm gonna allow imports here, and I'm gonna bump my import limit up to 10,000. Because it's obvious that this doesn't have enough input storage to keep up with the output storage. I'm pretty sure the rule of thumb is about 2 farms for each industry building, relative to what you're actually making, obviously.
Presidente.
Alright, it's time for the election. Things are going pretty well, but you gotta have the election to make sure that the spirit of the free nation is kept intact. I'm gonna address the environment, I'm gonna praise environmentalists, and I'm going to promise in the next mandate that you can feed people, because that's a very easy promise to fulfill. All I have to do is feed
Free people of Tropico! The importance of the upcoming elections has brought me before you. We are one step closer to our goals. Victory is almost upon us, but we must still push forward.
I'm gonna see if I can't sneak a garage in over here.
Yes, there are problems. There will always be problems, especially in the current economic situation. The pollution in the cities, about which I hear so much these days, is one of them. And it will be resolved, as will all others, in time as the global economy stabilizes. Through the years of my presidency, I have received your gratitude, my compañeros. Alas, I am nothing but a humble servant.
Alright, so last objective, we gotta win the game. My
My
opponent has made a very big
employers.
leap,
Now
but
is the time to express my gratitude for the environmentalists, protecting the gifts that
there's
Mother
one easy
Nature
way
has
to win
bestowed on Tropico.
any game. It's called the tax cut. Bang.
As a nation, we have come a long
You click that tax
way.
cut
We still
button
have
and it's
a
all
long
over.
way before us to reach our goals.
No one can stand
God
against
is
the
my
tax cut.
witness that during my next mandate, we will build a cathedral worthy of our piety in Tropico.
So if I
With
complete
the
that objective, I
strength
win.
of our hearts and minds, we will prevail.
I'll click this because I wanted to get the objective out of the way. There we go. So you see my industry in full effect now. Almost $100,000 on export. Up there it is, $100,000 on export. This is why industry is important. You can see that this has plenty of input, and this has a decent amount of input as well. My sugar farms are keeping them enough that I can full bid imports and send them all to the tobacco farm.
There is a crisis of command.
Comrade, I have a secret.
They want me to export salt, but I don't know.
Si tú no quieres bailarla, si tú no quieres cantarla, te perdono, bailador, que otro quiere disfrutarla. Si tú no quieres cantarla, te perdono por la banana. Si tú no quieres cantarla, canto una rumba, porque te canto un bolero. Y si me agita y me jode mucho también, me vuelvo reggaetonero. Si tú no quieres cantarla, te perdono, ponte a bailarla. Si tú no quieres cantarla, te perdono, ponte a bailarla. Pero que rumba, rumbero, rumbero, rumba, rumbero. Si no bailas esta noche, te digo que me la llevo.
Basically what a customs office does is it helps with docks. So you can make exports better, you can make imports cheaper, you can tax tourists, or you can siphon money to your Swiss bank account, depending on what you're doing.
My dear Presidente, the election day draws.
So even if you were to screw up this phase and not do it right,
Presidente, our Minister of Education was...
It wouldn't matter because you could just fix the elections. Doesn't matter.
Morning, Presidente. Do you remember the promise you made last night? During our tutoring session?
I already have a high school. And I just won, so...
I have a dream. A dream of a better Tropico. A Tropico where there's food and homes for everyone. A Tropico with roads and factories and skyscrapers that touch the clouds above our nation. A Tropico without crime and war. One great nation, an envy of the Western imperialists. I have a dream, and someday it will be a reality.
So that's a win condition. That mission's over now. I got all 3 of the stars, so I did a pretty decent job. That's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.